pull out here. Okay, guys, we are here at Sam's. We've just done some, go ahead, Smart Cart. A lot of it's spices because in the end of the world, what we have the food, we have the meat, we have the vegetables, but
right.
Spices.
So let me just tell you a little bit about what we did on site. I'm going to give you some updates about what's going on worldwide real quick, and just kind of what we are preparing for. So we on a whim decided, because we've already prepped. We already have most everything that we need, but it's my birthday's tomorrow, so I was like, you know what? Let's prep a little bit more for my birthday, right? Just in case, right?
Right.
So I was not prepared. What did you think, Matt, when you went in there? You saw all the people.
It's a lot of traffic for a weekday.
Yes, it is.
And what was in the majority in the carts?
Food, toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Okay, so like these carts only fit. We went ahead and got an extra one. Okay, we did. We got one last week, right? Here's the thing. We talked about this. That what's coming out is not as important as what's going in.
Meaning food.
Okay, there should be no reason why there's tons of food on the shelf and there's no toilet paper.
Although what they were missing were things that are ready to eat, like corn dogs, and that was really disturbing to me.
Right.
Like that's what the people think is most important for stocking up on.
So you went in there, and some people just had toilet paper and paper towels, and that's all they came in for.
And the paper towel thing really concerns me because I'm like, you don't have real towels that you can wash. Like toilet paper, I get.
Right.
The paper towel thing.
So we talked about this with toilet paper. Number one for girls, easy peasy, wash it. Number two, use some bidets if you have to.
The baker mom suggested a squirt bottle.
But you need food first.
Right.
If you're going to stock up on anything. So we have meat in the freezer, we have meat on the hoof, we have wheat stored up, we have beans, we have the basics. But sometimes you want things like this, the spices. And that's it. We don't have a lot of the spices. And we're going to grow some more herbs this year, but we don't have them grown yet. So I like the taco seasonings. Okay.
Interestingly, we hardly ever have a reason for powdered sugar because we try to use natural sugars as much as we can. But they're in a scenario where you are cooped up and you can't get the normal little treats.
Right.
You're gonna want something like this.
This is a good deal at Sam's. A couple tablespoons in a thing of sour cream, and you could, if you don't have milk, forget it. But we have access to milk. And our Amish friends, our Amish will always have the milk.
Yeah.
And we will always have the milk.
Right.
Okay.
If you can get yourself involved in a herd share right now, where you can get milk from a farmer that you know they're not going to run out of milk, do that.
Think about things like baking powder.
Right.
Get a ton of flour, but what are you going to do with it?
Right.
Make sure you stock. And they used to actually have a bigger thing, and I'm just like totally like angry at their prices because they put.
Okay, so good example. We do buy this big thing of garlic. Okay.
Well, we grow a bunch of garlic.
We grow a bunch of garlic, but I wanted to show you something. This right here. It says product of China. This is not going to be here soon.
Right.
Okay, this has been here for a while. No more ships are coming in from China.
So go and get this and plant more garlic.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant more garlic.
Right.
And then we went ahead and got some double pack of gloves. They were on sale. Haha. Okay, so I want to give you guys a quick update. That's just kind of what's going on. What's going on with us. Now let me give you a quick update.
We did get some medicines because a lot of things come from China. This is generic Aleve,
multivitamin, and we have a ton of vitamin C, but zinc is good for you. So I got another vitamin C with zinc. Michelle, we had talked about this. A lot of this is made in China, product of China and the United States. So
all that means is that they might be getting the vitamin C from one and the zinc from another, and then the manufacturer is
so a lot of these things you're not going to keep getting.
Like distributed.
A friend of ours sent us a video. She is 2.7 miles away from a quarantine zone
in New York.
In New York, New Rochelle, actually, to be specific. They have sent the National Guard. This is not a drill. It's for real.
She sent this video and she's like, there's so many helicopters flying in the air. Like, her accent isn't that thick, but that's the only New York one I have. But she's like, it's like a science fiction movie. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. She was like, she's totally freaking out. Not really, because she's a really calm, even-keeled prepper anyway.
She is. She's already,
but she's like, this is weird.
For a while.
This is not normal. We don't normally see the National Guard flying in the air.
I don't want to get you afraid. I want you to be prepared. I want you to understand what's happening.
Every time we threw something in a cart, practically, I was saying, we'll use it later.
Exactly.
Like, meaning it doesn't hurt to buy extra because these are already things that we already buy.
Exactly. But the death rate right now in Lombardy, Italy is at 8%. To give you an idea, the flu death percent is well under 1%. It is actually 0.1%. The numbers coming out of Wuhan were 3.4%, which is 34% higher than the average flu death. Now, get this. We do know that the numbers coming out of Wuhan were not correct. So I'm guessing that the
Italy
numbers
is
coming
not
out of
padding their
Wuhan,
numbers.
and that is it. Because Italians are honest.
I don't want you to scare the people that are loading their cars by being really loud
I know, exactly.
about what's going on.
Italians are honest. So I'm guessing that if China had said their death rate was what it really was, there'd be way more stuff off the shelves.
Exactly.
So Washington State reports 2 more coronavirus deaths. Washington State is looking to do a statewide quarantine. That's huge. That's huge. The CDC, US CDC says the US is beyond virus containment in some areas. The 6th patient dies in the UK. Austria and Switzerland have closed their borders with Italy. New Jersey governor declares a state of emergency. So I wanted to just give you a few of these updates. A New Jersey coronavirus patient who died was an employee at the Standardbred Owners Association working in an office based in the Yonkers Raceway, according to the Indian reports. He was last at the track 8 days ago. So you need to, if you were at that track 8 days ago, hello, and he has died already.
Wow.
And he was at the track 8 days ago, and he's dead already.
That's crazy.
Penn's added that everyone on the Grand Princess will be isolated, quarantined, while the crew will be quarantined on the ship offshore. There are 450 passengers of the roughly 3,500 that have been deboarded. BB Pence was beginning the White House Coronavirus Task Force press conference on Tuesday evening when the Washington State confirmed 2 more deaths, bringing it up to 24, with a total of 267 cases.
I want to, as far as the actual virus is concerned.
Bernie Sanders and Biden have canceled their campaign rallies in Ohio tonight.
Oh wow, that's huge. That is really huge. So yes, the rates are they're much higher than they're telling you.
But they had a Cleveland rally, and Cleveland
had 3 cases.
Right.
It's not like anything we've ever seen before. It is not the flu. It is not SARS. It is not swine flu. It's not any of that, right? This has literally been manufactured in a lab, built to do destruction.
Right.
So that's that. Now, what I'm seeing a lot of is people in an effort to not have panic, which is really, really important because you don't want to panic in situations like this.
Right.
They're actually underplaying it. Like, we have a friend of ours, Hannah, who has type 1 diabetes.
Right.
And she made a Facebook post and she's like, you know what? She's a young girl. I'm actually really kind of sick and tired of all of these posts that say, you shouldn't be freaking out about this. I don't know why everybody's panicking, yada, yada, yada. It's less than the flu. It's not less than the flu. If it's 8%, okay, that means that if the entire population of the U.S. gets it, because they're saying at some point everybody in the world is going to have gotten this.
No.
So even if that was true, and they're going to say, oh, it's going to be like a seasonal flu thing, we're going to have to get used to it. Well, if that was true,
and you're at an 8% death rate,
and you're at an 8% death rate
versus 0.1%.
I mean,
0.1%.
If we've got 300 million people in the United States, or
you're looking at 30 million people dead.
Yeah,
everybody's
300 billion.
Like, that's insane. Like, that's not.
I want to get my numbers right. I don't want to look like a Joe Biden here.
327 million
in the United States.
Yeah.
Then the 8% we're going to 10% because 10% something like that. Okay, but my point is, the people that get sick, that can't handle it, the most vulnerable in our society, by somebody saying it's just like the flu, it's not important.
Only the elderly or vulnerable are getting it.
Like,
what about the elderly and vulnerable? Hello. That's not nice.
We need to treat this like it's really important now. So that's the virus side of this. Mm-hmm. We are here covering today a part of the economic side of this, okay? Because whether or not you think it's important, whether or not you think that you should panic, you're not able to control.
Indonesia, we're good.
You're not able to control things like the National Guard being sent out,
Right.
things like lockdowns being implemented, and you being stuck in your home for an extended period of
You
time.
may not think it's
Okay.
but they could be 10 people in your neighborhood, and then
So
they lock
that's
down your
where-
entire neighborhood.
That's where it's really important, and you need to be recognizing.
Right. Okay. So, just a couple more updates. NYC Mayor Bill De Blasio finished his latest press conference. They have their own hand sanitizer right now.
They're distributing.
They're distributing to all public places. He says that take the subway during off hours, telecommute if you can, take it seriously. He added that he would ask the federal government for another 300,000 N95 respirator masks for the healthcare workers. In Italy, I don't want to freak you out, but they're triaging cases now for age and how bad you are.
What does that mean?
That means that you might not get care in Italy. They are
If you are
overwhelmed
an
in
elderly
Lombardy,
person or
Italy.
you look like you are going to die, they're just not going to even try anymore. Like, sorry, you're gonna sit here
Boston,
and
the
die.
St. Patrick's Day parade.
They have finally canceled
It's
it.
canceled.
Now, why all the hype? Everybody wants to know. So many people die from the flu. Why all the hype now? Well, I was telling Leah, you know what? Here's
Because
the
we
deal,
don't
guys.
really have the
we don't
treatments
have
yet.
we don't have the treatment. We don't have a grasp of this. We don't have an understanding
So if
of
we
it.
can
So we
contain
just
it
need to
small
contain it,
until
stop
we
the
get-
spread until we get a handle. It's not going to have to live like this forever.
Right.
Okay, this is a temporary situation
Right.
until they can get a better understanding of it. That's not panic, that's just wisdom. And
Right.
anybody out there trying to say that that's fear-mongering or panic,
Right.
I think they just want the spread. They want you to be unprepared. They want you to be sick. Like, that's
Now,
the only thing I can think.
Get this. Washington State Governor Jane Inslee said today that the entire state of Washington might need to be quarantined because of the outbreak. And here we have the helicopter money ready. With so many expected to be out of work, Inslee said the state would be expending unemployment benefits to cover anyone who misses work because of the virus. That's insane. That is totally
Meaning
crazy.
they're going to pay you to stay at home.
The
That's a
entire
really
state
big
of,
deal.
Of Washington State. So I want you guys to be aware of what's happening. Inslee said the cases could increase to 64,000 by May if they don't get a hold of it. That's what they're trying to do. Just get a hold of everything.
They're supposed to double every 6 days, I think Tucker said, in theory. And that's an exponential growth.
Right. All right. So Trump is coming out with some plans today. We don't know exactly what he's going to do, but it's going to be some pretty historic changes. The hourly workers are going to be taken care of. People are going to be taken care of. You're going to be taken care of. But just be prepared, be ready, and pray. Just get into the presence of God and pray, guys, because God thinks he wants you to be seeking the Lord. I want you to be using your hand sanitizer, to washing your hands.
Oh, and another thing, because we're so like crunchy, it's the word for really natural and stuff. A lot of people, oh, I can't stand bleach. I'll never use bleach. It's bad
Gotta
for the
use the
system.
bleach.
If you don't do what you gotta do, use the bleach. It's fine. These are
Clean
important
with bleach.
things.
Clean with bleach.
You know, it's because everybody, again, just to reiterate, everybody keeps saying, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know why everybody's panicking. It's new. We don't understand it. We don't know what it can do.
And it could be a biological.
And it could be a biological weapon. So let's just, everybody, you know, treat it like it's not a drill, because it's not.
It's not real.
And things are going to change. And I think that we're going to come out on the other side ahead of the game. But it's going to be uncomfortable and weird for a while. So we
All right,
love you
guys.
guys. God
Here's your
loves
update.
you. God bless.